Where are you from?
Oh, what are you?
You know, I'm from Flagstaff, and then they're like, no, 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 where are you really from?
I grew up in New Hampshire, actually.
I tell people I was born in Boston, and that has to be the most American city you could possibly be born in.
I describe myself as a strong person.
I'm the go-getter. Like, if I want something, I definitely go for it.
I'm actually horrible at math.
I also do poetry. It's a great form of expression.
Being boring is my greatest fear.
But I'm a proud US citizen and a proud Indian.
I know I'm Taiwanese, but I also believe I'm American as like a culture clash, you know?
Like, I think we can tell when people are genuinely curious about you rather than seeing you as like a specimen.
It all depends on how the question is asked, right? Because I find that when you ask somebody about their cultural heritage, and they're, you know, a lot of times they will come and they're very proud of their family's history, and I think that's fantastic. It's just a matter of, you know, do you treat them as this other, or do you treat them just like you would any other human being versus you know, you're somebody not from here, you're a foreigner.
In contrast to the idea that Asian Americans are perpetual foreigners, they've been around since the early 1600s. Yet that history becomes sort of washed out.
Indians are considered a model minority along with a couple other Asian cultures that are also kind of lumped into this, you're a doctor, you're an engineer, you're a math whiz, and you're a science geek. I personally am terrible at math and science, so I find that really funny.
People think that that Asians are human calculators and that we're automatically good at math.
You know, if I complained about, you know, having to do all of this stuff or being stressful, and they're like, oh, well, it's okay because you're Asian.
The monolingual stereotype for many Asian Americans can kind of take two folds, right? It can sort of be this awkward, positive praise, but more importantly, it tends to undermine the individual effort.
You never really know how you're coming off like across to other people and what narrative they're seeing and hearing from you without even really asking you any questions.
And I feel like it's very important to recognize that Asians aren't just stereotypes. No culture is just a stereotype. And we're simply just people like living in this world, and everyone has their faults, and no one should be pigeonholed to just expected to be like one thing or one way. Like, we can all be diverse and have our issues and our problems and also our strengths and the things that make us great.